In the last episode, I took you to one of the world's largest airports. However, in today's episode, I'm taking you to one of the world's smallest kitchens. But don't worry, I will teach you many new words and prove that size doesn't matter. The first thing that you will see when you walk into the kitchen is the fridge. Below the fridge, we have the freezer. Many people confuse the two, and the key difference is that the freezer freezes your food. The fridge never freezes the food, it just keeps it cool. Right next to the fridge, we have the main area, which is called the kitchen cabinet. The kitchen cabinet consists of different parts. Here we have cupboards, surface where you will do your cutting and everything else, and it's called the kitchen counter or the kitchen top. And under the kitchen top, you have some more cupboards as well as drawers. The larger ones are called tablespoons, whereas the smaller ones are called teaspoons. Next to the 2 teaspoons we have 2 knives, and next to the knives we have many forks. Altogether, spoons, knives, and forks are called cutlery or silverware. When you open this cupboard, you will see 3 different shelves. This is called the top shelf, middle shelf, and the bottom shelf. We see some glasses on the bottom shelf, some teacups, and some saucers. These are called saucers on the middle shelf, as well as a huge bowl on the top shelf. So if someone asks you, where are the glasses? You can tell them they are in the kitchen, in the upper cupboard, on the bottom shelf. Let's see what we have in the left cupboard. When we open it, we will find multiple pots. Let's take a look at the one from the top shelf. So this is a pot. You can see it is now covered with a lid. This part is called the lid. And you can cook liquid foods inside of it. So if you want to make a soup, you will cook it in a pot like this one. Opposite to that, if you're preparing some regular meat dish or frying something with not that much liquid, you will use a pan like this one. If we go back to our cupboard, we will see some more items like this plate, which is a shallow, so not deep. Shallow means not deep. This shallow dish you will use for your fried foods where there isn't much liquid. But if you're eating a soup, you will of course need something like this. And this deep dish, so deep, not shallow dish, is called a bowl. Here on the kitchen counter, we have multiple items. So let's explain each one of them. We start off with my lovely air fryer. I think words cannot describe how much I love it. It has saved me so much time, and I consider it to be one of my best investments. Next to the air fryer, we have a metal bowl that we will use to prepare our salad later on. We have the cutting board, nothing special about it. We have my sponge. This is Scrub Daddy. If you've seen Shark Tank, you'll know what this is about. And as you come closer, you will see the kitchen sink. You can put your dishes inside and wash them. But as your dishes will be dirty, you need something like this. So this item that stops the solid food from going down the drain is called the drain strainer. It's the drain strainer, and it stops the food from going down the drain. I forgot to tell you, this is called the tap or the faucet, and it controls the water flow. We have some chemicals that we use for washing the dishes. We can ignore that for now. After washing the dishes, you will put them on this dish rack. Right now, there is a grater. So this is called a grater. We have a whisk. We also have a spatula. And we have a ladle. Here we have a kitchen towel, which is hanging on the kitchen hook. I think we can agree I have the cutest hook. People call this the stove, but actually only this part with these burners, so these individual circles are called burners, only this part is the stove. This part down here is actually the oven. And when we combine the stove and the oven in one device, we call that device range. You watched the video carefully so far, so let me show you my secret recipe. Here's how I make my markolingo salad. First, you wash all the ingredients. You peel off the skin when necessary using a peeler. Slice the lemon in half for its juice and slice up all the other ingredients. Put everything in the bowl. Pour some olive oil over it and sprinkle some salt. Lastly, squeeze the lemon juice to give it that sour taste. Before eating, we have to toss up the salad to make sure the flavor spreads equally all around the bowl. And the best part is coming now. Let's taste this markolingo salad. One strange thing about the English language is that it doesn't have its own expression for wishing people a good meal. For example, in Serbian, in my native language, we say prijatno. In Turkish, they will say afiyet olsun. However, in English, they just say bon appetit, like the French do. So I'm wondering, what do you say in your native language to wish people a good meal? As for me, bon appetit, and let's try markolingo salad.